What is up, crime family? Welcome back to the channel. Today's set, we're going to be doing these 90s baby iron-on patch looking nails. So you guys remember when we used to like iron on patches and stuff to our denim jackets? That is this. I already applied my tips. All we're going to do is application today because I'm actually going to show you guys my encapsulation. I don't usually go over the encapsulation with clear, but we're going to today. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sierra. And we have a giveaway going on IG right now. I'm going to leave the link in the description. We're giving away one of our brushes, one of the either Pink Moon Magic or the Black Dark Art series. It is winner's choice. So go enter for a chance to win one of our magical series brushes. And let's get into these nails. Oh, wait, if you're new here, please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you get notified each and every time we upload. So 3 of these products, well, not 3. The pink is Night Stalker and the yellow is By the Neon Light. And those are from our Bump in the Night Glow collection. Those are not on the website right now. They'll be back up again this upcoming week. And then the light blue looking color is Peppermint, which in real life, it's more of a teal color. And then the slime green is actually Glow Me the Money from our March mystery box or the collection Green Eyed Monster. Which our 420 mystery box is going to be released here soon. I think it'll be released this week, actually. So make sure you watch for that. If you're new here, if you want to check out any of our products, you can go to criminalclaws.com and look at all the amazing and beautiful acrylics that we have. Check us out. We have amazing low odor monomer and amazing beginner acrylics. They are slow setting. So into these colors for this design, this is not a marble. This is more of a tie-dye look. So all I'm doing is just grabbing really tiny wet beads of acrylic and just kind of smearing them around, letting them bleed into each other. I apply one bead really quick, go grab another bead, and actually apply part of the bead on top of the previous bead, if you notice. So if you pay attention, I'll lay pink down and it starts to flow outward. And then I'll lay green down, but I'll actually lay green down on like the bottom half of the pink so that they kind of start to, with them being super wet beads, they just kind of bleed into each other and create this really cool tie-dye effect. It's really easy. The wetter you work, the better it is. You don't want to work so wet that your beads are dripping off of your brush, but you want to work pretty close to that. So it's on that verge of, you know, pretty much dripping off the brush. You want it to be a texture of wet paint, pretty much. At first, I really thought that I wanted to do the Grateful Dead teddies on this set, and I'm going to do the Grateful Dead at some point in time. I know I really want to do the Grateful Dead nail art. I am the skull with the lightning through the top of it, or Grateful Dead teddies. I'm not sure, but I do know I do want to do something like that. But when I got done with these nails and I went in with our Nip Slip nude, this nude that we have, it's part of our True Nudes collection. We have a really pretty peachy nude, we have a creamy nude, we have a pink nude, a really light milky pink nude. And then we have this nude, which is Nip Slip, and it is a bubblegum pink, but it's like a sheer bubblegum pink. I don't know how to explain it. Honestly, it is just a really fun and trendy nude to use. When I use like Punani Power or Sex on the Beach, those are more creamy and tan color nudes. They're more of a skin tone color, and they create really elegant nails. But this nip slip, with it being such a cool pink color, I just feel like it's super trendy. I don't know. It's not really elegant. It's just trendy and cute and bubbly and yeah, all those girly things. You know what I mean? So I really thought when I did these nails and I went in with nip slip, I got this really bubbly vibe. I was like, you know what? These really remind me of 90s baby vibes. So that's what gave me the inspiration to look up 90s images, popular images. And what popped up was Lisa Frank, smiley faces, rainbows, the flower power, all that stuff that was recycled from the 60s when we had the hippie movement, right? That's what the 90s was like recycled 60s, because every generation recycles. They bring back stuff that was popular when their parents were young. So in the 90s, you know, it was this like hippie style vibe, and they brought back bell bottoms and all those great 60s trends. And so that's what really made me happy to do this, because I wanted to do the Grateful Dead at first, but when I went in with the nude nip slip and I saw how bubbly and exciting it looked, I was like, you know what, this is not really a 60s style, this is more of a 90s baby style. So let's do 90s baby, bright, funky colors, and make it look like iron-on patches for the designs. And yeah, let's keep it bright and funky instead of, you know, in the 60s it was more of a dark hippie style. It was more dark. In the 90s, the hippie style was more bright and airy and bubbly. So that's what my inspiration, or that's where my head was going with these. So I'm not great at explaining things, but I can tell you a way that you can practice ombreing. So if you grab a swatch stick and you swatch the color halfway down the stick from the halfway point to the tip of the swatch, the very end point, and then, you know, go in wherever your color starts, that's where you apply your bead, and you drag the front of the bead down. You don't pat the whole bead. You just drag the front of the bead down, and that will give you a beautiful ombre. But in order for you to learn how to ombre, practice is what is really going to get you there. And buying swatch sticks on Amazon and really practicing your acrylic designs and encapsulation is what's gonna make life a lot easier on you. It's really the practice that's gonna make the difference. The more you do it, the better you get every time. When you make a mistake, you learn not to do that again. So just practice your techniques and stuff, and swatch sticks are a really great way to practice. It's a way that I've learned to practice, and I've gotten way better at acrylic application just by swatching colors. So invest in some swatch sticks if you're new, and just apply your acrylic to the swatch stick and practice. Practice patting the beads, practice the monomer to powder ratio. Practice all of it. Practice is what's really going to get you where you want to be. You can watch as many videos as you want and get tips, but practicing is honestly priceless. You can pay for all the knowledge you want, but until you do it and start practicing yourself, you're not really going to be able to retain all that information that you learn. So when I encapsulate, this is something that I left in because I did want to go over my encapsulation process. I've been practicing and doing so well at it. What is that noise? What are people doing? It's like Star Wars is going on outside my house. Like somebody is using their lightsaber. I don't know. Anyways, so when I encapsulate, I wet the nail with monomer first so that the bead can flow down the nail easy. I always wet my nail if I can remember. And then I apply a really wet bead and I aim my nail downward and let that bead flow down on its own. If it starts to go over the edge, I just use my brush and kind of guide it back up onto the nail and, let it do its thing. I try my best not to pat the bead. I try my best just to use a really wet bead and just let it flow. And try to just touch the edges as it's flowing. And then once it starts to slow down, I will pull from the front of the bead and just blend the front of the bead into the existing nail. This has really helped me using really wet beads and just letting them flow on their own. Starting out using really small wet beads is very helpful. If you are just starting out, do not try to pick up a frozen pea size bead. Try to pick up a quarter of a frozen pea size bead, if that makes a difference, if that makes sense. Pick up a very small, like crescent moon style bead. Don't pick up a big flat or big ball of a bead. Just pick up very tiny little crescent moons just on the very tip of your brush, wet little beads, and encapsulate that way. It will help you to keep from getting bulky nails. Using small wet beads will really help you to keep from getting heavy mounds of acrylic that you have to file back into shape. And then going in with the nail art, I matte top coated the nails. They're already filed and buffed, and I matte top coated them, and then I cured them for 60 seconds. And then that is just it for my top coat. Now I'm just going in with the design, and in order to make this look like the iron-on patches or to make it look raised up off of the nail, I'm going to go into the wet gel design with clear acrylic. So I'm going in with white first and outlining what I want the design to be so that the color gets raised up a little bit more and so that the color pops. If I was to use neon colors over this design that I encapsulated, it would look darker in some areas and then lighter in some areas depending on what it is covering. If it's going over the pink, it would probably be a darker purple. And if it was going over the green, it might be a lighter purple. So just to even out the base, I just used white to begin with, and that creates a pop for the color also. It really helps brighten up that gel color you put over top of white. Always applying white down first as a base will create any color you put over that to just pop and be really brilliant. So I went in with the white, I cured that for 60 seconds, I covered it with purple, and before I cured the purple gel polish, I covered it with clear acrylic, and I just, scooped clear acrylic and sprinkled that over it, and then cured that and went in with the black outline. I did not go over the black outline with clear acrylic. All I did was just outline it with black gel paint. That was it. I did not go into that with acrylic. Now we're going in to do a peace sign. And again, I'm going in with white first because I want this to be a neon tie-dyed peace sign. And I want the colors to pop. I hope it makes sense to you guys why I'm going in with white first. If I wouldn't have done the white and I would just go in with this little jelly neon green, it wouldn't look like a neon green. If I would just go in with that over top of that nude pink, it'd probably turn out like way more dull looking. It wouldn't pop. And then we just go in and sprinkle over that the clear acrylic in order to raise it up even more. And then we outline it with black, and here are the patches. I hope you guys like this, and I hope you subscribe and go and enter our giveaway. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Bye.